Height, length, width, and size. Hi everyone, I'm Bruce Swartz, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. Elevated peaks of the Apennine Mountains, Montes Apenninus. Guys, we're talking 12,000 feet, just under the height of the peak of Mount Everest. Can you imagine that? 17,700 feet, the height of the Apennine Mountains. And when you're looking at it on the surface, all you see is a couple of centimeters elevation, with your eyes. And imagine how high it would be and take for us to get to the top from the lunar surface of the Apennine Mountains. It would be basically impossible and take days and days and days. Because in this video, I want to give you an understanding of the size. Many people appreciate my videos. Of course, it's not fun always not knowing the sizes, lengths, and distances of things. I understand that. So we're going to look at that in detail today. And it's going to give us and give you guys a really big idea of exactly how big these objects and structures are, how big the craters are, how high the crater walls are. Mare Crisium to the right here, and this is the top side of the moon, and Endymion crater at the top, the big crater, the round one dead center at the top. As we're panning across in night vision, we see a lot of structuring on the surface, and that's what I love getting into, be able to see just a different surface as to what we usually see. Here's Mare Fecunditatis, that supposed tower in the center there, or bridge. Many objects on the surface, it's pretty incredible. And objects don't have to necessarily be symmetrical for them to have necessarily been constructed, as we have objects here on Earth. But check it out, guys. We're going to zoom in very close as I can or I've ever had zoomed in, to Mare Serenitatis, the south side of Mare Serenitatis at the very bottom. We're going to see and compare the features of some of the craters, because craters are all the same. There's a pattern, guys, okay? They're not round. They look round because you're zoomed out. When you zoom in, they're U-shaped. They all have half a round circle, and the other half is cut off. It's cut into either a V point or a bit of a U shape, but less round as the back of the crater. And I'm going to show you the lines of ejecta here. I'll get the arrows up to see the little lines and features they all have at the bottom of the craters. Now we're going to talk about something very interesting, and many people are curious about it and often ask me about the Apennine Mountains, Montes Apenninus. The highest point on Earth is at the summit of Mount Everest, right? It is 8,848 meters, and in feet, we're talking about 29,029 feet above sea level. The lunar highest point is 1,938 meters higher than that of the Earth. So Mount Everest, we're talking about the Apennine Mountains. We're going to see a very close up here of the Apennine Mountains. And the Apennine Mountains are 12,000 feet lower than Mount Everest. Do you understand? 29,000 feet, Mount Everest, and 17,700 feet, 5,400 meters for the Apennine Mountains. The Apennine Mountains are named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy, by the way. So we're talking about elevated points. We're going to go see after this the wall, which is said to be 800 feet to 1,000 feet high. You could hardly see it. It's like a pinpoint. I'm trying to make you guys understand, for those who are asking, why aren't we not seeing the very, very surface? Or why are we not seeing the flag? Well, I don't think there's a flag, but if there was a flag, benefit of the doubt, I think it would be very hard to be able to see it. There are 10 Eratosthenes craters. Goes from Eratosthenes A to Eratosthenes K. Eratosthenes, we'll see here as we pan down again close up into the Apennine Mountains, 17,700 feet. 12,000 feet less than Mount Everest, okay? So, does that give you an idea of if we're going to see the flag or not? 20,000 feet, guys, is 4 centimeters on the moon. Think of it. The height. Understanding the height. So the width, the diameter is 59 kilometers. Do the conversion in miles. Sorry, I don't have it with me. And the depth of Eratosthenes crater, the insides of it, is almost 4 kilometers, 3.6 kilometers in depth. Now we're going to see Rupes recta. It means straight cliff in Latin. Why? Because it's one of the straightest objects on the surface. Well, that's what they're trying to tell us. There are many straight objects on the surface. But nonetheless, the straight wall, that's what it's called. It's known as the straight wall. Rupes recta is the real term. We're going to take a look at it and the 3 craters around it to give you an idea again of elevation. We're going to go look at real close up what 1,000 feet off the surface looks like. So say to yourself, beside this, I mean, the Trade Center could be beside it. We probably wouldn't even see it. We'd think it was just a speck. So the flag would be even harder to see. And then imagine footprints even smaller than the flag. I mean, we'd need one hell of a strong telescope. And we're going to get it soon. Why not? Guys, here we are. We're approaching now Rupes recta, that line there. Behind it, do you see how there's a big crater and a small crater right behind the line here? This is Burt crater. This is Burt A, the small one, and Burt B is just over top. Rupes recta, the straight wall, is the best, one of the best ways to show size on the surface and height and width. The width of that straight wall is 2 to 3 kilometers, about less than a mile, like a mile. So inside of a mile, imagine that little square in a mile trying to find a flag in the width of that. Amongst many hundreds of objects are in that little square. That's what I'm trying to make people understand. The more you zoom in, the more objects, the more craters there are, the more riles there are, the more lines of each supposed ejecta there are. And the length is 110 kilometers of Rupes recta.